What's going on, guys? My name is Raf. You guys know me as Inspire Shadow here on the internet, and today I'm coming back at you with a bit of a different topical commentary. What you're seeing in the background here is some TNA Impact, the video game. This is a really cool game that I got a long time ago. It was like one of the first ever games I ever got for my PS3, so I figured I'd just bring it on and record it. So here you're seeing the Ultimate X match between AJ Styles, Christian Cage, and Kurt Angle. So basically in this video I'm just gonna talk about I don't even know, like just wrestling and how I grew up with it as a kid and how it changed my life and where I am with it today. So let's get into it. As Christian Cage, huge, lion salt to the from the top rope, and ooh, AJ Styles just getting right in everyone's grill. But yeah. Anyway, so I grew up with wrestling. I started watching it when I was probably I don't even know. I was like 5 years old, maybe even younger. I remember how I did it though. I was actually my dad was watching TV, right? So all of a sudden, he just puts the TV, he just puts the remote down, and I just pick it up, and I just my baby self just starts slamming buttons on the remote remote, and it's just I'm just flipping through channels, and all of a sudden I come across wrestling, and as soon as I saw it, I just stopped flipping channels, and I stared at the TV and just wouldn't stop, and I was really excited, I just loved wrestling. It just from the minute I saw it, I knew that wrestling is awesome. I saw it and I was so happy. I was I got so excited. So ever since then, I've been watching. I was watching wrestling. I probably stopped watching wrestling around maybe 12 years old. So about 2 years ago, or no, not even 2 years ago. 4 years ago. Sorry. Yeah. So I stopped watching wrestling just because it wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't fun to watch. It was the same old storylines over and over. But anyways, it was awesome back then. I had wrestlers I grew up with guys like John Cena, old school Randy Orton. Who else? What was his name? Old school Undertaker, Kane. Those guys. And I know they're pretty standard, and then there's the guys that everyone grows up with. But I also grew up with TNA. And this Ultimate X match, I remember watching this on TV, thinking, "Holy shit, this is the greatest match I've ever seen in my life." I remember watching Kazarian. He won the Ultimate X match once, and he won the Steel Cage Asylum. I remember those matches in TNA. I also remember the Knockouts and the Divas. And it was awesome, those matches back then were so sick. I remember the barbed wire electric steel cage match that JBL and John Cena were in. Some of my favorite matches of all time would probably be John Cena and Carlito. That feud with Carlito when he took the U.S. championship and he had the brass nuts or whatever, and he kept using that against Cena, and then ultimately Cena beat Carlito. I remember that feud. What else was a great feud that I really liked, a great storyline? I liked Undertaker and Edge. That was an amazing feud. I remember that. I remember they faced off at WrestleMania, and it was amazing. I thought Edge was gonna beat the streak or whatever, and it was amazing. I was hogged up on my chair. I was just jumping up and down. It was so amazing. What else? Oh, Floyd Mayweather and Big Show. I remember that match. That was one that really stuck out to me because it was a boxer and going into a wrestling ring, and I thought he would just get annihilated by the Big Show, but he didn't. He ended up punching Big Show out and just knocking him out clean, and it was awesome. That feud, that whole story and the way they set it up was amazing. So it was really cool. But yeah, those are some of my matches that I watched. And now obviously I've grown out of wrestling. I still sometimes tune into it. Every once in a while I'll be hey, you know what? I really want to watch wrestling. If there's nothing else on, yeah, I'll tune into WWE. WWE's awesome. I remember Triple H and Shawn Michaels, DX, Suck It, or whatever. That was really cool. As Christian Cage trying to grab the Ultimate X. Come on, Christian Cage, come on, get there. And everyone is on top of the Christian Cage takes a hefty fall, and now it's Kurt Angle's turn to go for it. An Angle, Kurt Angle goes flying down. But anyways, AJ Styles is such a beast, man. I don't know why TNA ever decided to let him go. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I remember like growing up in the Attitude Era. Like The Rock. I'm gonna kick your candy ass and this and that. All this other stuff that he used to say. I remember the Attitude Era. I remember the Ruthless Aggression Era. To that like the old school. I remember watching the first ever WWE draft on TV, and like I just thinking, okay, what superstars are gonna go on what brand, and how is it who could like potentially fight each other. I was a little kid back then, so it made sense for me to be excited for like little drafts and stuff, and I'm still excited. Like I still like WWE. Like I just bought. Like I'm not against WWE or anything. I love WWE. It's like I have one of their. I remember playing the really old wrestling game. I was on vacation, and my dad actually brought me SmackDown versus Raw 2006 and 7. No, I already had 2006. I had 2007. He brought me 2007 while we were on vacation because it was my birthday, and he missed my birthday because he was coming a little bit later than we are. So he brought me the game, and I was so happy. And I played that game for hours and hours on end. I remember like the GM mode and the storylines and WrestleMania, Road to WrestleMania, and now I have like WWE 13 was the latest one I got. It was pretty cool. But anyways, guys, match is wrapping up here. Kurt Angle pulls down the Ultimate X and wins the match. So congratulations to him. And yeah, so that's basically it. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right, guys, as always, take it easy. Bye.